In recent statements, former royal employee Paul Burrell has made sensational claims that have captivated public attention. According to Burrell, Prince Harry, one of the most prominent members of the British royal family, has supposedly come to a profound realization about his wife, Meghan Markle, and is purportedly remaining in their marriage solely for the sake of their children. However, at the outset, we express initial skepticism regarding the reliability of Paul Burrell's claims. Burrell has a history of making varied assertions that have invited scrutiny and controversy. However, we also acknowledge the significant role Burrell played during his tenure as a royal servant, serving as a confidant and advisor to the late Princess Diana. One insider frankly shared, "I'm pretty sure people look Burrell's story and stripped him as the source. I can't find any reliable source saying Harry got the ring and William got the watch, so I'd love yours, please. All of the versions I heard traced back to Burrell." And even if that story was true, that one selected a watch and the other a ring, it was not Paul Burrell in charge of divvying up her jewels, I would think. And that was my overall point. He's making himself act like he was making decisions about her estate and property division when he would never be in charge of such a thing. Burrell's close relationship with Diana and his proximity to her sons, including Prince Harry, lend some weight to his current claim about Harry's awakening to certain realities about his wife, Meghan Markle. We cautiously agree with the notion that Prince Harry would be remiss not to have recognized the potential influence and manipulation exerted upon him within his marriage. They highlight the personal losses and challenges that Harry has experienced, including strained family ties, a diminished sense of purpose within the royal institution, and limited career prospects. These factors, coupled with the breakdown of the relationship between Harry and Meghan, as evidenced during Harry's solo tour for his memoir, where Meghan distanced herself from the project, further support our belief that Harry is indeed waking up to certain aspects of his situation. However, we doubt firmly Burrell's assertion that the British people, including the King and the Prince of Wales, would eagerly and unconditionally welcome Prince Harry back into the fold if he were to separate from Meghan. We argue that Harry's own actions and responsibilities in recent years have significantly contributed to a decline in public sympathy and support. This decline in public sentiment is not solely attributable to external influences or the media's portrayal, but rather stems from the choices Harry has made and the consequences they have engendered. Some people argue that Harry's 3-year campaign to criticize and damage the institution he was born into, coupled with the relationships he has severed during this period, has profoundly impacted public sentiment. However, emphasizing that blaming Meghan alone is insufficient in understanding the public's diminished sympathy for Harry. Instead, they highlight how Harry's own actions, such as signing lucrative deals with streaming giant Netflix, appearing in high-profile interviews that often cast a shadow on the royal family, and penning a memoir that promises to reveal intimate details of his life, have demonstrated his complicity in recent controversies. There is a significant shift in public sentiment towards Prince Harry, challenging the prevailing notion that the blame in recent events lies solely with Meghan. We posit that while sympathy for Harry may have initially existed when he seemed to be under the influence of a charismatic and intelligent woman, the tides have turned as events unfolded. Harry's role and personal responsibility have become more apparent, particularly as he has publicly criticized his own family members, including his brother, father, and even the revered Queen Camilla. These actions have garnered support for the other members of the royal family, further diminishing public sympathy for Harry. One insider expressed his opinion, "I think Harry knows all too well the reality about his mother and her relationship with the media. It's just an inconvenient truth that doesn't fit into his victim narrative. I also don't believe his numerous court cases are motivated by a deluded crusade to reform the media. He wants money, and that is all. He would already know his mother played the media game herself to get favorable coverage, as British royalty has done since mainstream media originated. It seems an open secret, and I wouldn't be surprised if Diana told her sons about how she approached the media coverage herself. It seemed like it would come up in conversation. As Charlie Sheen said recently, they aren't pointing guns. If you call them, stand for a photo. They can't make you crash because you can pull into a hotel or a hospital or a police station or just stop driving and leave your tinted windows up. Like, just pull over in the black SUV and chill. They aren't coming with AK-47s, and they aren't going to drag you from the car. If killers and kidnappers are a concern, then enter and exit via the back door. I don't think the paps are as dangerous as they are made out to be, but rather how you act. If you're being papped cheating on your wife, yes, I get why you'd want to run. If you're dressed for a gala, leaving said gala in a public way, making a spectacle as a convoy, and sitting in a car with untinted windows, yeah, you're gonna get photographed. I get that Harry has a trauma response but works through it with a qualified therapist. They're not trying to kill him. I don't even get that he has a trauma response to PAPs. They've never caused him injury. He claims trauma vicariously through something that happened to someone else, hundreds of miles away from where Harry was in another country, decades ago. I imagine Diana's accident caused more trauma to the Paps themselves, actual witnesses to the accident, and the one survivor of the accident. Sure, any kid's mother dying causes trauma, but not like what Harry claims to suffer, unless he's the world's most delicate snowflake. War seems to cause more trauma to those involved than car accidents in which one was not involved or even witnessed, yet that seems to have caused him none. I think he could have had some frustration and rage based on childhood experiences. If you look at footage of Charles versus Diana taking the kids skiing, Charles would make the boys pose for a family photo in their ski gear, and then the photographers would leave them in peace for the rest of the trip. Diana famously stomped over and yelled at the photographers, saying she wanted some peace with her sons on a private family holiday, so could they please stop taking photos? The boys watched and learned. William figured out how to balance media interest with happy family life. Harry learned how to make a drama out of people doing a valid job. What do you think of Paul Burrell's statements, and will Harry accept Diana's relationship with the media? Let us know your thoughts below in the comment section. We hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this newsletter. See you in the following videos. Goodbye.